To make your soda can stove, you will need 3 soda cans, a block of wood, an X-Acto knife blade, an X-Acto knife, sandpaper or a sandpaper block, a push pin, and foil tape. The first thing we do is sand the first can using the sandpaper. I just transition there and magically I'm done. It actually takes quite a bit longer in real life, but with movie editing, I can do it a lot faster. Alright, now comes one of the best parts of making the soda can stove, is drinking the soda. I don't think I need to explain how to do this, but just in case, get a glass and pour the soda in. For this part of making the soda can stove, you're going to need your X-Acto knife and the can that you already sanded. What you're going to be doing is cutting around the bottom until the bottom ring comes out. This is pretty difficult to get the leverage, and using a transition I can be done very quickly, but in real life that took me 5 to 7 minutes. So it does take some time, and you just need to keep doing it until the bottom comes out. For this step in making your stove, you're going to need your push pin and the can that you just cut the bottom out of. You're going to be pushing the push pin through the bottom of the can to create a small hole, like so. Here I'm almost done poking the last hole. I developed a strategy where I use the heel of my hand to get enough leverage to push it through, because it's actually quite difficult. And here is the finished product. You can see that there are about 30 holes. This step is where the block of wood and the X-Acto knife blade come in handy. You're going to be turning the can against the blade so that it is being cut. It does take quite a bit of time. This probably took me about 8 minutes. So once you get to close to the end, it becomes more difficult, as you can see. Just be very gentle with the stove. So unless you're an expert can cutter, your edge is probably going to be pretty rough. So this is the step where you get to sand the edges until they're smooth. Moving on to the second can, we're going to repeat what we just did with the first can, minus cutting out the bottom part and poking the holes. So just sanding it and cutting it. I've sped up the clips a little so that you're not getting bored. This next step uses the part that we just cut out and a new piece that I didn't get any film of me cutting it out, but it's just part of one of the cans. It's not the bottom or the top, it's the middle section. So I'm going to be taping it approximately and then fitting it to the size of the groove in the bottom of the can, and then sealing the tape. So I measured it, and now I'm pressing the tape down so that it's exactly the size of the bottom ring inside the can there. Now you'll find out why in a minute. Once you've fitted this piece to the size of the groove in the bottom of the can, you're going to be cutting 3 small triangles, approximately evenly spaced, along one side of the ring. Here we have the section from the second can. We're going to be stretching it around the third can. You don't actually have to empty the third can, but you're going to be stretching this section so that it'll fit around another side of the can. This is probably one of the most difficult parts of making the stove. What you're going to be trying to do is fitting the part that you just stretched around the side of the can that you didn't stretch. Keep in mind that the piece that you cut the triangles in is inside. You want the triangles to be facing the side without the hole. So here I just got them together. Once you do, just squeeze them together a little, tap it, whatever. Just be very delicate with the can. And now you're done. This is what your completed can should look like. It's pretty cool, and you get to use it at the camporee for extra credit points.